How much pressure do you have to perform from day one?
There's no pressure. There's no pressure at all. I've been getting pressure since I was 10 years old. I don't think there's no pressure for me because I'm doing something that I love to do. That's play the game of basketball.
Here he comes the other way. There's your first James jam. Oh!
LeBron James with no regard for human life.
I'm not going to guarantee no championship. I'll tell you that. I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Oh, blocked by James!
LeBron James just made history in a way nobody ever expected. He became the first superstar to get sat down at his own All-Star game, and at 40 years old, the crown is shaking hard. The Lakers basically told him something no franchise has ever dared to say to his face: "We don't need you like that anymore." That's wild to even think about.
The Lakers have made things better, and maybe LeBron will want to stay, but that doesn't get back to the central question of, do the Lakers want LeBron James back?
February 16th, 2025 in San Francisco was supposed to be a legendary night, his record-setting 21st All-Star appearance. But instead of stepping on the court, LeBron backed out just 90 minutes before tip-off, claiming foot and ankle soreness. The timing, way too convenient to ignore. People around the league are whispering that he didn't want to deal with the new wave, a squad full of hungry rookies and second-year hoopers ready to prove they belong. Even Chandler Parsons jumped in and called him out, saying the real issue is that every NBA team has to face Bronny, so why is LeBron avoiding the young guys? Parsons was basically hinting that the whole league is acting like Bronny earned that spot naturally, when everyone knows they're giving him a lane because of who his father is. And that right there is the wild part.
Here's the problem I have. Here's the problem I have, and it's with what we're talking about this in particular with LeBron James not wanting to play against rising stars. All these other NBA players have to play against his son because LeBron has kind of put him in that situation. Who's a rising star? So what's the difference now? What he doesn't want to play. He doesn't want to play against the young guys, but
completely different. Completely different.
How's it different?
Nobody wants to say it openly, but the energy around this situation is loud. When it's time for LeBron to stand across from real up-and-coming talent, suddenly there's an ankle situation and the whole thing just looked off. The timing felt shady, the excuse sounded way too smooth, and for the first time since 2004, an All-Star game went down without him. 2 straight decades of automatic starts, gone in a flash. Even his close friend Draymond Green couldn't resist throwing a little jab. Draymond said, "These young players don't deserve the privilege of playing on Sunday." And everyone instantly understood what he meant. That was code for the new generation sliding in fast, and LeBron feeling that pressure long before tip-off. His camp has spent over 10 years trying to bury one old moment, but now it's getting dragged right back into the spotlight. We're talking about the 2011 Finals, the series where Jason Terry, a 33-year-old role player, straight up cooked LeBron for 18 a night. Not the Heat as a team, LeBron! Terry just revealed that in the fourth quarter, he looked at LeBron and saw the truth. Chin down, breathing heavy, looking drained, and that's when he knew the superstar was worn out. Those numbers still follow him everywhere. 17.8 points, 6.8 assists, 48% shooting, and that brutal Game 4 where he put up just 8 points. And he was being guarded by Jason Kidd and J.J. Barea.
First thing we want to do in terms of LeBron and his future is just give him absolute respect to choose his story with his family in terms of how many years he's going to continue to play. He's earned that right, and he's the best one to talk about that in terms of how many years he'd like to play. First things first would be for him to be able to make the decisions he wants to in terms of how long he wants to play. We're going to continue to honor and respect that and let him speak into that.
Guards literally half his size. This is the moment his critics love bringing up, and it's creeping back into the conversation louder than ever. Even LeBron admitted it years later, calling it the lowest point of my career, and that alone tells the whole story. But here's the part nobody ever shines a light on. Kobe Bryant faced that same Dallas squad that season too. And yes, the Lakers got swept, but Kobe never folded under the pressure. He never dropped his head or tapped out mentally. He fought straight through the final buzzer with that legendary Mamba mindset. Meanwhile, LeBron had to deal with something that still gets talked about today.
Anything for me tonight. Unfortunately, I would not be in uniform tonight. Still dealing with ankle and foot discomfort, so I will not be playing tonight, unfortunately. I hate that, but I'm looking forward to seeing the
Jason Terry getting a championship trophy tattoo before the season, and then actually backing it up on the court. That's a wild image to have floating around forever. But now we get to the real twist that barely anyone is speaking about. The Lakers just embarrassed LeBron right in the open, and the league is buzzing about it quietly. Word is, LeBron wanted a simple 1+1 extension this summer. Nothing dramatic, just some security for a 40-year-old who still helped bring a championship to LA in 2020. And what did the Lakers do? Absolutely nothing. Not even a pretend conversation. One NBA executive even said the Lakers basically placed LeBron in a tight corner by refusing to offer anything at all. Then came Rob Pelinka's press conference, pure corporate smoke and mirrors, dodging every real question like he was avoiding a crossover. Rob Pelinka said the Lakers want to give LeBron absolute respect to choose his story, but everyone knows what that line really means. It's a polite way of saying the front office already made its decision, and they're letting the world figure it out piece by piece.
LeBron feels disrespected by how the Lakers are treating him at this point.
No, I don't think so. They got new blood. A cat that's going to be the face of their franchise for the next decade, where he's contemplating walking away from the game in the next year or two. Last time I checked, that's business. Secondly, it's pretty hard to be insulting when you're being paid $52 million for 1 year.
People around the league are quietly asking him, bro, when are you dipping? And while the Lakers are tiptoeing around LeBron like they're scared to say the wrong thing, they threw $165 million at Luka faster than anyone could even say farewell tour. That move sent the message loud and clear. Luka is the new face, LeBron is the past, and the franchise is switching lanes at full speed. For the first time in 23 years, LeBron is out here playing on an expiring deal. That's wild. The guy once labeled the chosen one is suddenly the replaceable one, and that reality is hitting harder than anyone expected. Now we gotta touch the part people avoid. Bronny James. LeBron didn't gently guide him into the league. He pushed him right through the front door, off straight up favoritism. Bronny got invited to the Rising Stars game. He declined. Father-son skills challenge. He declined too. And everybody understands the real reason.
The low point for you in your career?
Oh, for sure.
2011.
The lowest.
Yeah.
Yeah, the lowest.
Deep down, people see he isn't fully ready for this stage yet. And that's where things start heating up. Chandler Parsons openly questioned the double standard, asking if LeBron would have magically felt healthy if Bronny was a rising star. And honestly, the answer feels obvious. LeBron built this whole father-son NBA narrative for the cameras, the legacy, the symbolism. But when real competition pulls up, even he knows the whole setup is sitting on shaky ground. Teams feel like they're wasting minutes trying to make this whole father-son storyline look official, and players know someone more deserving lost a spot because of it. Now LeBron is finally feeling that pressure bounce right back onto him, and February 2025 flipped everything upside down. The Lakers traded for Luka Doncic, and instantly LeBron turned into a side character in his own story. It was obvious too. He didn't even show up to Luka's extension press conference. He was in LA, but nowhere to be found. Even Rachel Nichols pointed out that LeBron's real problem isn't with Luka, it's with the Lakers front office. They tossed Luka a 3-year, $165 million bag without even blinking, but LeBron couldn't get them to start a basic extension conversation. That's not a hint.
Those kids deserve to be there.
Why is it different? Like,
What is he taking away from? What is he taking away from anybody? He's not taking away from anybody.
He took away an all-star. He took away an all-star from like Sabonis that should have been there, knowing he was.
Well, you mentioned Bronny. Bronny's not taking away.
I'm saying about the rising star situation. The rising star situation.
He wasn't a part of it. Yeah. So you're saying that his son is playing.
That's a straight sledgehammer. For the first time ever, LeBron isn't choosing to be the second option. The role got handed to him. The king didn't just lose his throne. It got passed to someone else right in front of the entire league. Now here's the part his PR machine never wants to admit. LeBron's defense hasn't been elite in years. People keep bringing up those old all-defensive awards and that he can guard 1 through 5 storyline. But the film tells a different story. Go all the way back to 2011. Jason Terry had LeBron looking unsure, and J.J. Barea, barely 6 feet tall, was getting his buckets possession after possession. That's not lockdown defense, and the league hasn't forgotten it. That's straight up getting exposed, no way around it. Kobe never let a role player run wild on him like that in the finals, and Jordan never had his defensive reputation shaken by someone nicknamed the Jet. But LeBron, he's been avoiding tough defensive matchups for over a decade, chilling near half court looking for chase down highlight moments while his assignment slips loose for open shots. The numbers show it, the tape shows it, and Jason Terry's finals performance absolutely shows it. And now we step into the legacy talk. LeBron has built one of the biggest PR-crafted images the league has ever seen. The chosen one, the king, the GOAT. Half of these labels weren't given to him. He handed them to himself. He called himself the greatest ever while still trailing Jordan in every major category he wanted to compare. He helped create super teams, then complained about not having enough help. He dropped cryptic messages aimed at teammates. He pushed for trades that emptied entire rosters, then dipped when things didn't play out the way he expected it. And now LeBron feels disrespected by how the Lakers are treating him? The same franchise that has retired jerseys for players with half of LeBron's resume won't even offer him a simple 2-year deal. That's the reality he's facing. But here's the twist. LeBron is getting ready for his final big move, his last major power play, and everyone around the league can sense something coming. Multiple teams tried to see if they could trade for LeBron this summer, but Rich Paul said the Lakers shut every call down.
Rising Stars champ gets to play against the All-Stars on Sunday. One All-Star from last year told me he didn't like this because what does the All-Star team that plays against the Rising Stars have to gain? He's like, we're supposed to beat them. If we lose, we look bad. Draymond, who's a 4-time All-Star, who never, I don't think, was picked to be a starter, said, these young guys, if they're on the Rising Stars team, they don't deserve the privilege of playing on Sunday. And I truly understand that. He felt like it cheapens what Sunday will be. He liked the format, he just didn't like it this way.
And not because of loyalty. They just want that $52.6 million salary slot opening up soon, and everyone in the league knows it. His options are shrinking quick. Cleveland is locked in on their young core, Miami already moved forward, and Golden State has zero interest in adding a 41-year-old trying to play co-star next to Steph. The truth is tough. LeBron might get pushed into retirement, not because he wants to leave the game, but because nobody is putting max money on a 41-year-old who skipped All-Star Weekend and is now playing behind the new generation. And here's the part nobody likes to say out loud. LeBron's career is ending exactly the way his critics predicted it would. There's no legendary farewell tour like Kobe's emotional goodbye, no quiet, respectful exit like Duncan, no dream final run like Dirk sealing it with a ring. Instead, we're watching a slow decline where even his own franchise won't offer him a simple extension. He's avoiding matchups with rookies, his legacy plays aren't sticking, and the next wave of stars is taking over right in front of him. That all-star ankle soreness? It looked way more like a 40-year-old realizing the league isn't waiting for him anymore. Those rising stars he didn't want to face, they're not rising anymore. They've already arrived. Now look at the finals history everyone keeps bringing up. Jordan, 6-0, Kobe, 5-2, Duncan, 5-1, Magic, 5-4. The list of legends stands strong, and the comparisons only get louder as LeBron's story reaches the final chapters. Bird went 3-2. LeBron is 4-6, the only one in that whole legendary group with a losing record on the biggest stage. And before anyone shouts, but he made 10 finals. Remember? The scoreboard still matters. People love to hype up those finals runs, but they leave out one major truth. 6 of those trips came during the weakest Eastern Conference era we've ever seen. If you had a pulse and a stacked squad, you were basically guaranteed a finals ticket. And once he got there, 2011 versus Dallas, folded. 2014 versus San Antonio, outclassed completely. 2015, lost to a Golden State team starting Andrew Bogut. 2017 and 2018, straight domination from the other side. That's a tough resume for someone who calls himself the king. LeBron spent more time losing on the biggest stage than winning, and now he's skipping an exhibition game. It's wild watching an entire empire built on narrative control start shaking in real time. The Chosen One, the King, the GOAT, those titles sound different when reality pushes through the door. And the reality right now, the Lakers are done entertaining all of this. His body keeps breaking down. Real or just perfectly timed, nobody knows. His legacy moves aren't hitting anymore. The young Hoopers don't fear him at all, and the toughest part is this. His final chapter isn't being written by him anymore. It's being written by everyone around him. Those rising stars he didn't want to face, they're shaping the league while he's watching from the sidelines. When Rob Pelinka said they want to give LeBron respect to choose his story, everyone knew that was just polished front office code for bro, please exit quietly. And that $52.6 million player option he picked up, that's not comfort. That's pure desperation from someone who knows the ground is shifting under him. We're watching the final act play out, and it's not a heroic send-off at all. No dramatic last ring, no smooth torch-passing moment, no storybook ending. Just a 40-year-old realizing that Father Time never loses, no matter how big the brand is. Maybe all those self-given titles don't hit the same when your own franchise won't even pretend to want you anymore. The crown feels gone, and someone else is already wearing it louder than ever. So the real question is this. Is LeBron's legacy actually collapsing, or is this just the natural closing chapter of an all-time great? Drop your thoughts because this conversation is getting real. And before you bounce, make sure you hit like, drop a comment, share the video, and subscribe for more unfiltered NBA stories. I'll see you in the next video.